Dave Campbell's Texas Football is proud to partner with TxDot to remind you, football fans, to be careful on the road. Don't speed or text while driving, and always buckle up. Be safe and drive smart. That's part of why they are the sponsor of the Be Safe, Drive Smart Road Show, attending 5 games across the state of Texas. And here to talk about it is the District Public Information Officer for TxDot. We're joined by Raul Leal. Mr. Leal, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for the invite. Pleasure to be here.
Let me ask you a little bit about this road tour and what kind of message you guys are trying to get across to people. I know that TxDot is heavily involved in all things public safety, but what is the specific message you guys are trying to convey to people?
Yeah, in particular, TxDot's Be Safe, Drive Smart campaign is visiting high school football games in the oil and gas producing areas of Texas this fall to remind everyone to exercise extreme caution through the energy sectors. As we all know, an 18-wheeler, belly dump truck is not the same as a passenger vehicle. So therefore, there are certain precautions that people should be taking. And one of the reasons we go to these football games is because that's where we have a high volume of folks attending football games, rooting for their teams. But this is a captive audience. This is where we can get the word out maximally in the area. And we're hoping that we can educate not only the adults, but also the young adolescents about being safe on the road.
I guess that maybe kind of belies my second question, which is about why partner with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, why go to high school football games. It does strike me that high school football games are an opportunity to speak not only to parents who've been maybe driving for a few years, but also young people who are maybe starting driving or just starting to get driving.
That's exactly right. We have a lot of young drivers out there nowadays. Families start small, and then when the kids get their driver's license, then all of a sudden you've got multiple cars in one household. So that means more cars on the road. And in particular, bottom line actually is traffic deaths in the state oil and gas areas jumped 20% in 2021. So they're up. So we've definitely got to get our word out. In particular, in this area, we're affected by the Eagle Ford Shale energy sector. Things that people need to know, and especially those young drivers, is that failure to control speed is the #1 factor in traffic crashes in these energy producing areas. And the #2 is driver inattention. So definitely people need to slow down, give driving their full attention. And we're hoping to end the streak of senseless death on Texas lives. So this is just the umbrella over Be Safe, Drive Smart. Definitely we want to reduce and deaths on Texas roads.
Well, the Be Safe, Drive Smart Road Show is pulling into Eagle Pass on Thursday at Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium for Laredo United South and Eagle Pass. You guys are going to be at some other places, Fort Stockton, Odessa, but specifically about Eagle Pass. Why Eagle Pass? Why is this a particular area that you guys want to get out to?
Well, Eagle Pass is a growing community, and let's face it, even though they're growing as an urban city, there's still a lot of people who work in the energy sectors out in the rural areas. So therefore, we want to give them the opportunity to learn more about being safe and driving smart. What we're taking out there is an interactive trailer that has little games and videos and things like that capture people's attention. We're also giving certain information that has these key points about driving safely on the road. So it's just an attention to get in their face and say, hey guys, be safe, drive smart. We know you're here to root for your favorite team, but more than anything, we want you to continue to go home safely, as well as your parents. Another stat in 2021 that supports our effort to be there is that 1/4 of the traffic fatalities that occurred in the entire state of Texas were in the energy sector. So that's 1/4 of the fatalities. So I mean, if you think about it, that's a big chunk of the deaths on Texas roads. So definitely perfect place to get the message out. And we of course do have some tips to offer, if that's okay. Going around big trucks, you want to pass safely and make sure that you can see their lights in the rear view mirror before you decide to merge back into the lane. Another thing we want you to do is avoid trucks' blind spots. Their blind spots can extend for 10 miles ahead of them. So therefore, there's a lot of room of blind spots. So definitely you want to avoid that, and driving in clusters where you're too closely clustered with a lot of vehicles, especially a lot of 18-wheelers. You don't want to tailgate them. You don't want to ever cross behind them. And naturally, you don't ever want to squeeze between trucks all of a sudden while you're driving. I mean, those are very dangerous things to do. So definitely avoid all those driving habits that could get you in trouble.
The TxDot Be Safe, Drive Smart Road Show is pulling into Laredo United South and Eagle Pass coming up this Thursday. Then later they'll be in Fort Stockton and Odessa as well, with a gap up, and then down the road in other places across the state, especially in the energy sector. Raul Leal, the District Public Information Officer for TxDot. Sir, appreciate your time and appreciate the information.
Well, thank you very much. Y'all have a great day, and good luck at the football game. Hope your team wins.